You know how sometimes you start an anime and instantly regret it? Like 10 minutes in and you're already thinking, why am I even watching this? Well, that's not going to happen today, because the anime I'm about to show you are all reincarnation stories that I gave a shot and ended up loving every second of. And guess what? They all have awesome English dubs. Now, before we begin, if you enjoy content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a new video. With that out of the way, let's dive straight into the list. Coming in at number 10 is Wise Man's Grandchild. Now, this one's all about a guy who dies and wakes up in a magical world with powers that are way too strong. I wasn't expecting much when I started, but I gotta admit, it hooked me pretty fast. The English dub is pretty solid too, and makes the main character feel super relatable, even if he's overpowered. The show mixes action with some decent comedy and gives off chill, weekend-watch energy. It's not the most serious anime ever, but sometimes you just want to watch something fun, and that's exactly what this is. At number 9, we've got Reincarnated as a Sword. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it works. A guy dies and comes back as a magical sword. At first, I wasn't sure how this would go, but it turns out to be a really solid show. The sword gets picked up by a cat-girl warrior, and together they make a great team. The English dub is clean, the action is sharp, and it's surprisingly wholesome. It's got a chill vibe, but with just enough battles to keep things exciting. Definitely worth the watch. Coming in at number 8 is I'm a Spider, So What? Okay, hear me out. A high school girl gets reincarnated as a spider monster in a dungeon. It sounds ridiculous, and it kind of is, but in a fun way. The English voice acting really brings the spider's inner thoughts to life, and it's hilarious watching her figure things out on her own. If you like fast-paced inner monologue and clever survival, this one's for you. I started this thinking I'd drop it after one episode, but I ended up watching the whole thing. That says a lot. At number 7 is The Devil is a PartTimerr. Now, this is a bit different. The demon lord loses a battle and ends up reincarnated in modern Tokyo, working at a fast food joint. Yeah, that's the plot, and it's brilliant. The English dub is super funny, and the characters all bounce off each other perfectly. It's not really a fantasy battle anime. It's more of a slice-of-life comedy with a magical twist. And honestly, that's why I love it. It's simple, funny, and different. Number 6 is Overlord. If you like dark fantasy and overpowered main characters, this one's a no-brainer. A gamer gets trapped as his game avatar, a huge undead overlord, and has to figure out what's going on. I started it expecting a generic stuck-in-a-game story, but what I got was much more intense. The English dub is strong, especially the voice of the main character, who switches from calm to terrifying in seconds. It's got mystery, strategy, and great world building. At number 5, we have Konouba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. Alright, now this one is just plain fun. A guy dies in a very embarrassing way and gets a chance to live in a fantasy world, and things just go downhill from there, but in the best way. The English dub nails the humor, and every character is ridiculous in their own way. I thought this was going to be just another Isekai, but I was laughing out loud more than I expected. Easily one of the funniest reincarnation anime I've seen. Coming in at number 4 is The Rising of the Shield Hero. This one's more on the serious side. A guy is summoned into a fantasy world as one of 4 heroes, but he gets stuck with the shield, considered the weakest. Then he gets betrayed and has to survive on his own. The English dub brings a lot of emotion, and the story is heavy at times, but that's what makes it so good. Watching the main character rise from the bottom is really satisfying. Definitely worth watching if you like stories about revenge and growth. At number 3, we've got ReZero Minus, starting life in another world. This anime hurt my brain, but in a good way. Subaru dies and wakes up in a fantasy world, but every time he dies, time rewinds. Sounds cool, right? Well, it is, but it's also pretty intense. The English dub captures all the emotions, and Subaru's voice actor really sells the pain he goes through. This anime isn't all fun and games. It gets dark fast. But if you're looking for something that keeps you guessing, this one's a must-watch. Number 2 is Mishoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. This anime gets talked about a lot, and for good reason. A shut-in dies and gets reincarnated into a magical world with all his memories. From the start, you can tell it's going to be something special. The story moves slowly but builds up really well, and the English dub is top tier. Every voice feels natural, and the emotions hit just right. It's got action, magic, drama, and some really deep character development. If you're into fantasy, don't miss this one. And finally, number 1, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Yeah, I know, a slime? But this anime surprised the hell out of me. A normal office worker dies and gets reincarnated as a slime in a fantasy world. But not just any slime, one that can absorb powers and evolve. Rimuru, the main character, is voiced by Brittany Kurbovsky in the English dub, and she absolutely nails it. The show is fun, has great world building, and gets better with every season. I wasn't expecting much, but now I can't stop watching it. And that wraps up the list. These are the top 10 reincarnation anime in English dub that I'm so glad I gave a chance. And I hope you give them a shot too. If you like this video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment on which one you've already seen or plan to watch, and of course, subscribe for more content just like this.